Hi, Craig. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. So, congratulations on the film. It's been a long time coming.
I know.
And I was so happy by the end of it. I was smiling throughout the whole movie because you keep the tradition going. It's not just like I call it a money grab, where it's sequels, they just kind of repeat the same thing, on the second try. And this one was just, it paid homage, but it didn't repeat stuff, which I was really glad about.
Oh, that's
Um,
really encouraging to hear.
and you worked with Eddie before. You directed Dolomite Is My Name, so you know him
Right.
very well.
Yeah. We've done two movies back to back now.
And what's so great about Eddie Murphy that he did in the original that he lets the other characters shine. Wesley Snipes steals the show. So does
I know.
Leslie. So does Jermaine. I mean, it was just chock full of funny characters. Was that his intention the whole time, and not just steal the spotlight?
Yeah, I think that Eddie wants to be in good movies, and whenever I remember the first time we screened Dolomite Is My Name, he came rushing out and he was like, Wesley is just so good. He just steals the movie, and he was really happy about that. And so he's very encouraging of the other actors and wanting them to be their best. But in a weird way, and me and the newer members of the cast have talked about this, but you know, a win for Jermaine Fowler and Leslie Jones and Tracy Morgan is kind of a win for Eddie too, because they were so influenced and inspired by him that myself included, that everybody that was working on the movie, they felt like they had a debt of thanks to Eddie himself, and that's why they wanted to be there, to work with that kind of greatness and be a part of that.
And it's so funny that this is coming after Black Panther because I've been saying like before Wakanda, there was this
Zamunda.
kingdom and Zamunda, and so it's probably like in their mind thinking, okay, everybody loved Wakanda, we were doing it already, let's go back and revisit it. And I'm so happy they did.
I know. It's been very interesting to work on the movie with that in mind, because when the first movie came out, it was so fresh and new, but now so much has been done with Black Panther and other movies that we realized that we really had to kind of raise the bar with our own opulence. That the palace didn't need to look like it did back in 1989. It really needed to be updated, and we needed to have costumes that tipped their hat to the original, but really was trying to do something new and fresh.
Yeah, let's talk about the wardrobe. Ruth Carter, she's a genius. I really loved how you incorporated not only the African tradition, but also at one point, the queen is wearing. It reminded me like Alice in Wonderland. It was like Elizabethan, with that big old collar. Just kind of reminded me of the
Oh
Queen of
yeah, well
Hearts.
that's what was really great about the original movie, is that it embraced kind of it had elements of kind of more of a colonial statesman like place. It wasn't necessarily embracing the various nations and cultures of Africa, but Ruth Carter is very important to her, both on Black Panther as it was in this movie. So
Mhm.
she elevated it so much, I believe, with what she did with her costumes.
It is so good to see you. Well, I be damn. Look who done come up in here.
Eddie and Arsenio are revisiting these characters, multiple characters. For you, what was it like seeing them transform? And I don't know if you've ever worked with so many, with one character, with one actor, uh, make doing so many characters.
Yeah, that was new for me. I've never had to do a movie where one actor is basically doing a scene with themselves. So it takes over what would usually take half a day, takes about 2 days. And there's also, with those characters, it's 8 hours that they have to spend in the makeup chair. So you can't really waste too much time. You need to be able to kind of like know what you're going to do, and be prepared for any changes. But I have to say, I consider myself a pretty mature person, but when I saw Eddie and Arsenio dressed up as Clarence and Morris come walking into the barber shop, me and the whole crew just giggled. We just couldn't believe we were here again.
All right. Well, again, congratulations. Thank you for the interview. And I think it'll put a lot of smiles on a lot of people.
That's what we want.